G'day everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Going for a detect here at the beach. There's a lot of seaweed around, and often seaweed is the place where you can find bits and pieces that have washed up, got caught up in the seaweed. So I brought the gold monster down. I have the settings fairly fine-tuned here, and we're aiming for anything that goes to the right, and that will include fishing sinkers and a whole range of things, hopefully. So let's give it a go. Just going slow and low over the sand. And I will be doing the Q&A video pretty soon. I did post about a week or two back about doing a Q&A video for detecting, and hoping that people might ask some questions about metal detecting, gold detecting, coins, etc. So we'll see what we get. Okay, so that's all going to the left at the moment. Now, if it's too noisy, what I always do is turn down the sensitivity. So you can turn it right down, and then that way you're only going to get the actual signals that you're looking for. You're not going to get deeper ones though, but you will get signals that are sharper for actual signals instead of ground noise. Now, what do we talk about when we say ground noise? Well, ground noise is essentially where the detector is picking up other minerals in the soil. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's sand, if it's in a gold area, if it's in a riverbed. Any of those places have the potential for having what they call ground noise, and that's where the detector will pick up erroneous signals and it will try and interpret them as either gold or iron, so ferrous or non-ferrous, but it won't be accurate. You'll be digging for nothing. So if you do get too much ground noise, just turn your sensitivity back on your detector, and that should help a little bit to eliminate some of the ground noise. You can also do things like balancing them. So this one here, if I tap it like that, Gold Monster is supposed to balance out signals. I'm not really convinced that it does that very well, but on this particular machine, but yeah, just gotta keep trying, hey. Oh, we have a signal going to the right. Oh, that sounds really good. I'm gonna dig that out. So there's a couple of ways I can do this. I can either use a sand scoop and get these all sorts of places, hardware shops, detecting dedicated shops as well, and yeah, they're a really handy thing to have when you are doing sand or fine soil sort of work. Other thing I have is the little scoop here, shovel. What I might do is I'll just try and pinpoint where it is again. So it seems to be right in here, so I'm just going to take one scoop up and we'll just see, is it in there? No. Nope. Okay, so it's still in this pile here. Now I'm noticing that as I dig into this, there's actually a lot of seaweed. Seaweed, like I mentioned earlier, is a trap for things, so... Nope, still in there, okay. Alright, we might change over to the sand scoop and see what comes out. Let's give this a real good scoop up here. Sometimes this stuff is real hard to actually dig into because you don't know whether or not your target is going to move a lot or not. Ooh, I think I heard something here. No, I don't know. Did I? Maybe my item fell out of the... Nope, still down here. Okay. So, oh, come on. Very, very tangly stuff. Perhaps I should have brought my third option, which was a pick to get through some of this stuff, but oh well. See how we go. Okay, so whatever it is just down in here, and I reckon I can see it already. It is... Yep. Hear that? Very, very sharp tone. Oh, yeah, I see it. I see it. I see it. I think I see it. Alright. So it's this little thing here, everyone. It is a piece of alfoil. That was what was going off on the detector. So there you go. That is the kind of thing that the gold monster will pick up on. It'll pick up on the smallest of little targets, and that was, as I say, hidden in amongst all this brushy seaweed here. So we'll continue on, see what else we can get. So I've just moved about a metre from where I was, and I think there is another target here, sort of going left and right. Okay, let's go across. Yep. Must be very, very close to the top. Scraped out a bit of soil here. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, here we go. This is what it is. Oh my goodness, look. It's an actual knife. That is an actual, like, butter knife. Someone's probably dropped that from a picnic set. Anyway, we'll keep that. Yeah, very, very sharp tone. I don't think there's anything else there, but might be wrong. No, nothing else. Alright, so as with all good detecting etiquette, we try and leave our holes buried so that no one trips over them, even on a beach environment. Doesn't hurt. So as I make my way up towards the jetty area, the pier, coming across this signal. Very, very sharp to the right. And I'm hoping it might be something really cool. I'll just show you on here. See how where the logo is? It's right underneath here. So I'm going to see what we have right in the centre of this little spot. Let's dig it out and see. I'm going to start with the with the ordinary scoop. Let's have a look here. Now what we want to do is we want to hold our detector nearby and run our soil over it, okay? Or our sand in this case. So we'll see if we can get this out. I don't know what it will be, but it's hopefully going to be a coin. I wonder if it will be like a 20-cent piece. I'm not sure, but I'm going to guess. So it's still in here somewhere. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Oh, I might have moved it. I don't know. Yep, so that means it's in the scoop. See that? So now what we want to do is we want to have our detector out flat, and we're going to actually go half and half through this material. Alright? So we're going to get half in our hand, which I've probably taken a bit off, but that's alright. So it must be in here. Yep, so we can throw out this other lot, assuming it's not there. Not there. Oh, I see it. Oh, that's cool. That's a $2 coin. Yeah, standard $2 coin. How cool is that? If I can get the angle right to show you. The sun's in the wrong spot. There we go. Nice $2 coin there. So there you go. That's pretty good. And came out of that hole there at about that depth, so we're not talking too deep. There's my scoop. So yeah, give or take, probably about just up to the top level there or so. And their first coin of the day, a beautiful 2016 Australian $2 coin. That'll go on the kitty. Come across this. A nice signal going to the right. And on the minelab Gold Monster 1000, that means it's likely to be silver, gold, lead, or another non-ferrous target. So I'm going to try again with the standard scoop. No, still there. Go right under here somewhere. Let's give it another go. Nothing in that lot. Nothing in that lot. Okay. It may just be that the soil is wet underneath, and I do notice with the Gold Monster is it can sometimes play up a little bit when soil changes from wet to dry. But no, in this case I do think that there may be still something under here. So I'm just going to scoop out all of the soil I can, as much as I can. Check it each time. But yeah, I think in this case it may just be the case that the soil has changed from... No, maybe not. No, don't know. It's a very, very, very ear-piercing signal for something that may just be ground noise. So I'm going to say it is actually a target. And just got to get it out. That's the tricky bit. It shows you though just how deep the Gold Monster can punch. It's punching quite deep down there, so I'm going to place the Gold Monster flat and I'm going to broaden out this hole a little bit so we've got a little bit more visibility. I'll bring you over here to where the actual hole is. Hopefully you can see in there. Alright, so whatever it is still in here, in this hole. It's quite deep too, so I'm hoping that it is something really, really cool. Yep, okay, let's scoop out more of the side here. Now I'm going to place a little graphic up on the screen of what settings I'm using as I'm digging this out. So if you do have a Gold Monster 1000, feel free to try these settings if you're not sure. Nearly scraped out everything I can think of that's down in here. Try in a second, see if there's... Oh, it's in there, alright. Great, so it is a signal, fantastic. And look how deep that actually punched. Have a look at that, it's quite deep, quite reasonable. So let's have a look, see if we can spot what we might have in here. Oh, I see it already. No, it's a piece of can. I was hoping it was going to be really, really cool, but no, just a piece of soft drink can, soda can there, yeah, you can hear that, and that's why it was going off very, very well. But this hole is definitely deeper than the others. You can see there the scoop is completely flat, level to the ground. So we'll tip all this sand back in, and that just means that hopefully no one goes for a trip if they're running along this beach today. Alright, we'll take that to the bin afterwards, hey. Let's chuck it in the container. And we'll keep moving down this way towards the pier. So I'm slowly closing in on the pier or jetty, and down here I have a little signal, so I'm going to give you a listen and you'll just hear how easy it is to miss things if you go too fast. So that's going to the right, but if you went too quickly over that, you might miss that. So it's really important when you're detecting that you do a nice gradual motion. Very nice sharp tone. I'm going to guess this is actually a coin. I'm really hoping, of course. So it's just in here. X marks the spot. Let's see. No. Or maybe. No. Nope. Oh yeah, it is in here still. Okay. So it's actually that little tiny black thing there. It did come out, and I'm going to see what it is. I don't know what it is actually. I don't know if that's a piece of alfoil or what. Yeah, I think it is just a weird little piece of foil-like stuff. Found something here. It is a Easter egg wrapper. Well, that wraps up this episode of Drew's Adventures, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed it. As you can see, got a few things today, a couple of goodies and a lot of junk. So I'll put a little picture up on the screen of the cool finds, and of course hope to see you on the next episode.